That man was determined to murder you. You almost died.
What a surprise. The first time I met him, he nearly shit himself. Fucking coward. I guess revenge gives you balls.
What did he want? Revenge?
I recently had to kill his brother. Poor arsehole thought it would be easy to return the favor.
Ah, en fait, c'est un connard, lui. Traitement pour la septicémie, j'en ai un. Ça pourrait le soigner en partie.
Only the strongest survive, then. Survival at all costs. Is that all you think about?
I'm the toughest bastard you'll ever meet, Dr. Reid. And I don't give a fuck what you think of me.
How is your hospitalization going, Mr. Cox?
This is a shitty place with shitty staff. But as long as I'm treated all right, I'll be fine.
What's wrong with the Pembroke staff?
That bastard you sent to bring me here, Milton. I thought he was going to break all my bones before I reached my bed.
I see. Any other smart comments?
The nurses aren't too ugly. Especially that foxy one, Nurse Crane. Pretty brunette, tough attitude, all like that.
What's wrong with the hospital?
Come on, Dr. Reid. The place is a dump. Smelly, sad, and dirty.
But you're alive thanks to the efforts and dedication of the staff here, aren't you?
What are you expecting, a medal? I thought that saving lives was just part of the job. Must be an unsatisfactory profession at this time, I'm sure.
Ah, il me saoule, lui, en fait. Méchamment.
What can you tell me about the recent commotion in the hospital?
All I know is I ain't letting anyone rip my throat out in my sleep. I found myself a nice blade, Doc. I'm ready.
Non, on va te trucider avant. Ah, il reste 2 indices.
How long do you think you can escape the law, Clay?
I know this city like the back of my hand, Doc. I know its streets, who to pay, who to avoid, and who to bully. I won't get caught.
Ah, ça c'est mieux.
We can't escape the consequences of our actions. The past catches up with us in the end.
I ain't afraid of death. I don't hide who I am. I live my life honestly, which is more than I could say for most folks.
And who are you, then?
I'm the leader of the Wet Boot Boys. One day I'll leave this shitty place and punch in the face all who thought I would not come back.
Ouais, mais le problème... Je vais essayer de le soigner, hein, pour améliorer l'XP que je pourrais avoir quand j'aurai fini tous ces...
This place is full of sickness and decay. How could I get better in such a dump?
Quand j'aurai fini tous ces indices.
Don't play the innocent with me. I'm sure you have good reasons to act this way. And also weaknesses that can be exploited.
Ouais, j'ai envie de boire ton sang. Alors ça, je peux pas encore le faire. Il me reste 2 indices à trouver sur lui.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
Il y a le gars en bas que je peux aller m'occuper. Enfin, je vais voir si je peux m'en occuper.
Good evening.
Evening, Dr. Reid.
Ah non, j'ai pas ce qu'il faut et j'ai déjà tout trouvé
Goodbye,
avec lui.
Mr. Thatcher. Try to take care of yourself.
Je vais voir si j'ai pas trouvé des indices avec le blond qui est en haut.
Hello again, Mr. Blight.
Good evening, Dr. Reid. You doing your rounds as usual?
Ah, j'ai déjà tout trouvé
Goodbye,
aussi avec
Mr.
lui.
Blight. Take care of yourself.
Ouais, c'est parti. Hein. Ah, il y a un gars avec la... Je vais partir par là, je vais les éviter pour l'instant. Chaque fois, c'est un peu galère de les battre. Ah, je suis obligé de les passer quand même. Pas un moyen de les éviter.
It seems the Priwen are redoubling their patrols in the district. I must be more careful.
Ah. C'est comme ça que je fais gaffe, moi. Là, ils peuvent pas me voir. Ça me ferait passer derrière, mais est-ce que j'en ai vraiment besoin? Ouais. Je crois que je vais vraiment en avoir besoin, en fait.
I cannot enter.
Ah, merde. Oh la vache. Niveau 17. Je peux pas sauter. Il y aurait moyen que je passe... Non, faut forcément que je passe derrière. J'ai pas un sort. Voilà.
Best stay back, sir.
Ah, punaise. 40 secondes à attendre.
Are you bloody stupid?
Pour l'instant,
Steady,
lui...
boys!
Ah bah voilà.
We've got one of them! You're made!
Ah putain, enfoiré.
He's done for!
Ah, je peux le... Ah, d'accord. J'avais continué, j'aurais pu juste boire son sang. Ok. Donc là, faut que j'aille tout droit, ok. pas moyen de les éviter? Non. Par contre, je peux peut-être m'occuper de lui en premier.
Watch yourselves! There's one of them!
J'ai pas assez de sang. Hop là.
Die!
Merde. Vas-y, mais soigne-toi, punaise.
Steady, boys! Christ, it's dead! Over there! Oh, Christ!
Voilà. Là-bas, il y a des traces de sang. Ouais, les niveaux 17, on va éviter de les attaquer pour l'instant. Ouais. Je crois qu'il faut que je passe par là. Oh, des nouvelles têtes.
Good evening, sir.
Who the fuck are you? Don't you see I'm busy here?
Dr. Jonathan Reid, that's who I am. And who are you?
Ah, some fancy gentleman we've got here. Clear off. We don't want strangers on our streets.
So you won't tell me your name, then?
The name is Booth Digby. Maybe I'll ask my boys to break one or two of your bones, just so you remember it.
Ah, il n'imagine pas à quel point il est dans la merde. Ok, t'es en bonne santé, donc je pense que je te boufferai. Ouais, sauf que je pourrais pas. Il faut que je sois niveau 4.
Are you some kind of vigilante patrolling these streets at night?
Something like that, but the police aren't in charge here. We are, see?
Vous êtes un criminel scrupuleux. De quel gang faites-vous partie? De quel gang?
So, tell me about your gang, then.
What? Have you got a death wish? You really want me to answer that?
Well, yes. You seem so proud of your status. Why not tell me who you're working for?
Oi! I'm the boss, all right? The wet boot boys work for me. All of them. Situation round here is better than other districts because of us. Because of me.
So you're a concerned criminal, is that it?
Using funny jokes about me and my boys, are you? Fuck. You must have some balls.
I saw many men like you during the war, Mr. Digby. Greedy little cockroaches who feed on despair.
I could kill you for saying that. But, nah. You've been a soldier, I can respect that.
Et puis surtout, tu risques d'avoir un peu de mal à me tuer.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
Things ain't that bad, thanks to us. We give people what they need, and we control this borough.
Well, you're not doing a very good job. People are still dying here, like everywhere else.
Yeah, well, we can't be everywhere all the time. And Edwina says if we can find more guns, we could be more efficient.
More efficient? Really? You should probably tell Edwina that guns are useless against diseases and infections.
Incredible. You know what? You're lucky she can't hear you right now. She's more smart than patient. My sweet queen of the docks.
Ok, donc on a découvert un truc sur lui. On a découvert un truc, je pense, sur la dame derrière lui. Question personnelle, j'ai rien. Londres, c'est ce que je viens de faire.
Do you know where I can find Sean Hampton? I need to talk to him.
The sad saint. Why on earth do you want to talk to him?
He was one of my patients at the Pembroke Hospital.
Oh, yeah. I heard the poor bastard had been abducted by some cunt. You better ask Tom Watts. He knows Sean Hampton well.
Donc là, j'ai rien débloqué de nouveau sur lui.
Goodbye, Mr. Digby. Good evening, miss. I am Dr. Reid. May I ask you a few questions?
Who are you? What do you want?
As I just told you, I'm a doctor. From the Pembroke Hospital, actually.
The Pembroke Hospital, you say? I ain't paying any bill left by Clay.
I'm not here to collect payment, Miss...
Miss Edwina Cox. So what do you want then? Fancy buying something from me, maybe?
Oh, une marchande, chouette. Alors, est-ce que je peux la bouffer? Pas encore, parce que j'ai pas tous les indices. Ah ouais, non, mais les gens qui sont aussi chiants comme ça avec moi, dès le début, je les bouffe.
Booth Digby looks at you with love-struck eyes. Tell me, Edwina, is the feeling mutual?
You have no idea how refreshing it can be for a woman to receive all the pleasure she needs. For once.
I'll take your word for it.
What is it, Doctor? A woman's not supposed to talk about these things.
Bah si. Je sens que vous avez le cœur tendre. Je vais même le tester avec mes écrous. Il en faut plus pour me choquer. Je pense que vous l'avez manipulé. Non, il m'en faut plus.
I'm not that easily shocked, Miss Cox. You can speak freely about your lover if you so wish.
The poor bastard is good to me, if you must know. He makes me feel good. And that's a first.
So you're just like any other couple, after all, are you not?
Yeah, we're so ordinary that I'd put a bullet in his head if he ever cheated on me.
Sympa.
What can you tell me about your work?
I'm a businesswoman. I buy and sell things, and I send my wet boot boys after anyone who don't play nice with me.
Gang member and shopkeeper. Can't be easy running double shifts.
If you're interested, I may find use of a doctor who can freely walk across the city, you know.
You're quite blunt, aren't you?
I like people who know what they want and say what they think. This is a time of great opportunity for those ready to embrace their destiny.
I'm not interested in a career in the criminal underworld, Miss Cox.
Ouais, enfin, je bouffe des gens quand même.
Stay away from us then, if you don't want to get hurt or worse.
Since my return from the war, I don't feel that concerned by threats, knives, or even bullets, if you must know.
That's exactly what that stupid trade unionist claimed after he attacked one of us. Booth and I reminded him a bullet beats words every time.
D'accord.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
You can't trust anyone around here. As soon as you lower your guard, you can be sure some arsehole will take advantage of you.
You sound like you're thinking of somebody in particular.
Take the gravediggers of Southwark. They must pay me every week, but it looks like they forgot who gave them permission to steal from the dead.
Looting corpses in a mass grave. That is a new low.
Whatever. Hey, since you're a doctor and all, maybe you can access that forbidden area and remind those bastards what they owe.
Ça peut être intéressant.
Really? Don't you think that's a little bit excessive?
Bastards, all of them. This region only responds to violence and threats.
Ok. Question personnelle, oui.
Tell me about the man you and Booth killed, Edwina.
The bastard killed one of us and received retribution. There's nothing else to say.
And your conscience is clear. You kill without hesitation.
Violence is an efficient tool, Dr. Reid, when used properly.
So you decide who lives and who dies, just
Un
like
peu comme
that.
ce que je fais.
Yes, Doctor. Just like that. I'm not saying it's fair. I'm saying it's my way of dealing with troublemakers.
What happened exactly?
I don't know, and I don't care. One of ours was killed by that communist bastard, but he didn't brag for long.
So you have no idea what really happened, but you executed him anyway.
No one messes with the wet boot boys, Doctor. This is our territory, and this is our law.
Ok. Encore un indice, je pense que c'est ça. Ah, quoi que non. Non, non, c'est pas ça.
I'm looking for Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where I could find him?
The sad saint? I heard he was mugged or something.
Yes, he was. But he left hospital recently.
You don't say. Well, I suppose it's good news for the homeless and the useless. Ask them, they must know something.
Ok, au niveau de ce que
Can
t'as
I
à
see what
vendre.
you have to sell?
As long as you have money, I'll show you all I have.
Ça m'intéresse. Ah ouais, mais non, j'ai plus de sous. Dommage. On va aller revoir l'autre. Bah, il est passé où l'autre l'autre enflure?
Pleasure, sir. Been a while since we've seen any new faces round
Ah,
here.
il est là-bas.
There's nothing to do with the wet boots, I say.
Ouais, tu parles tout seul maintenant?
You again. What do you want?
Bah, j'ai des nouvelles questions.
Tell me about the man you killed, Booth. What happened?
One of us had been killed, so we had to retaliate. That's the whole story.
There has to be more to it than that.
No, really, one of us got killed, so the killer had to die. That's how things have always been done round here. No one gives a shit.
Quelqu'un finira par vous tuer.
Don't you see it's an endless spiral? One day, it will be you who will be stabbed, or shot, or worse.
That's what my sweet Edwina always says, that one day I'll get it too. But she says it with the most beautiful smile, my Edwina.
Do you know Edwina suspects you to be unfaithful?
Edwina's the one who asked to be called Mrs. Cox, even though Clay hadn't touched her for such a long time.
You have not answered my question.
She's a passionate woman. I've no doubt she'll shoot me down if I ever betray her, but that's not going to happen. I love her as she is.
Ok, sympa. Il me reste encore 2 trucs à trouver sur toi. Et de toute façon, j'aurai pas le niveau pour l'instant pour te bouffer.
Goodbye, Mr. Digby.
Donc bon.
The sewer dog's fault, they say. Then the gangs, the epidemics, everyone's throwing the blame.
Mais arrêtez de gueuler tous, bordel. Ok, donc toi je te connais. Toi je te connais. T'es ici toi? D'accord. Ah et toi t'es le gars qu'on a rencontré tout à l'heure je crois, non? Je dois aller où? Ah ouais bah ok. Je dois trouver une personne dans cette zone. Ou du moins des infos.
Good evening, sir.
Whatever.
Don't you recognize me? We met a few nights ago.
Don't take it personally. I spent a lot of energy forgetting what I did the night before.
Yes, you had definitely drunk too much then as well. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid.
I'm Dyson Delaney. I'll try to remember you. This time.
Ça risque d'être difficile. Et je pourrais te bouffer, ah oui c'est le l'ivrogne. Je vais commencer par te soigner déjà.
Do you need medical help?
Yes. I feel sicker than usual these days.
Take this, then. And perhaps you could try to slow down the alcohol intake, too.
Hey, Doc, you don't really want me to stop the only remedy I can afford.
Surely you must have had dreams and expectations when you were young, like everybody else.
Sure. I wanted things to change. To really change, and to change for good. The bigger the dream, the harder the fall.
Do you really think the world is that bad?
No, I believe we all can choose to make it better. But most of us are too weak, too corrupt and too guilty. I failed for sure, but others will come.
Sounds like you were an idealist. which is honorable.
No, sir. I was an anarchist and I believe that exclusive property is a robbery in nature. I wanted a new world to rise from the ashes, Dr. Reid.
Ok.
I want to know more about your past as an anarchist, Dyson.
I'm still an anarchist, Doctor, make no mistake. I just reject violence as a tool to change the world, unlike my comrades.
Do you still see your comrades, then? Even if you don't agree with their methods anymore, I mean.
No. I hope they'll come to share my point of view one day. I'll raise my glass to that splendid idea.
C'est pas mal, c'est pas mal.
Do you believe in a bloodless revolution, then?
I do not believe in much anymore, Doctor. But I'll admit I like your idea of peaceful change. I like it a lot.
Oh bah je te boufferai peut-être pas, t'as l'air sympathique quand même comme gars. Vie à Londres.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Delaney?
I drink. I drink in the morning and at noon. I drink at night. And then I drink some more.
Why do you drink so much?
Maybe it's because I prefer dying slowly. Death can be so abrupt. Personally, I like to see mine coming at my own pace.
You sound very sad, sir.
That's because I am, Doc.
Don't you work at all?
I'd love to, but I don't have the time. Didn't I tell you? Drink in the morning and at noon. I drink at night.
Is there anything in particular that you like about this part of town? Except for the cheap drinks, I mean.
How dare you say such a thing? I love this neighborhood. So friendly. So joyful.
Et donc aucune raison de se réjouir. Être aussi cynique.
Why are you so cynical?
Cynicism is the polite way to express despair, Doctor.
No reason at all to rejoice, then? Life is hopeless and then we die, is that it?
Let me tell you a story.
All right. Go on.
A few years ago, when I believed a resolute man could change things around here for good, a tragedy occurred nearby.
What kind of tragedy?
It was a bomb. Bomb that exploded and killed many people. Metal and blood everywhere. Shouts, fire, broken window of the shoe shop, the torn street light.
You lost people you loved that day, didn't you?
I've lost everything. But you know what the worst part is? I don't even remember where it happened. I've drunk so much to forget it. And now I can't remember where it was. I can't pay my homage to the dead.
I'm sorry, Mr. Delaney.
It's okay. If you ever find the place, just leave a flower for me there. Even if you tell me where it is. I'm not sure I'd memorize it.
Ok, une nouvelle quête.
Is there anything in particular that you like about this part of town? Except for the cheap drinks, I mean.
How dare you say such a thing?
Non, bah je l'ai déjà eu ça.
No,
Let me tell...
another time, perhaps. I'm not sure I want to hear another sad story.
Question personnelle, j'ai déjà fait. Maintenant, faut
I'm
chercher
looking for
l'autre.
Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where I could find him?
I really don't know. I heard he'd been abducted. I don't know if he's back.
Who could tell me then?
About the sad saint? I'll try asking Tom what's about him.
Goodbye, Mr. Delaney.
Eh ben, on va retomber sur ce...
Not a drop of blood left in his body. This is the work of a vampire.
Good evening, sir. Have you witnessed any suspicious activity or strange events recently?
And what do you define
c'est
as
pas
a
celui que je
strange
pensais.
event? More to the point, who are you?
My name is Ichabod Throgmorton, Vampire hunter extraordinaire and warden of the East End.
A vampire hunter? Really?
I know what you're thinking. I'm just another lunatic howling at the moon.
Non, c'est
but
que
I'm
tu me
not.
regardes dans les yeux. Hein.
The bloodsuckers exist. And they're close.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid. I'd like to hear more about these vampires you're hunting.
A man of science? Well, I'll be glad to enlighten you.
Si cette vidéo t'a plu, n'oublie pas d'aimer, de commenter, et puis si jamais t'as envie de voir la suite des vidéos, de t'abonner. Allez, tu peux reprendre une activité normale.
Allez-y, cliquez sur j'aime et vous aurez du gâteau.